Good morning everyone, welcome to another vlog here on the World of Coasters. Today I am mega excited, probably the most excited I've been for a theme park in a long time.
We're at Disneyland.
We're not at Disneyland Paris! Like, honestly, I am so happy. Last time we came here was the beginning of February 2020.
Yeah.
So nearly 1 year and 10 months later, we're coming back. Obviously restrictions have eased.
Wear these things.
We don't have to wear face masks outside the park, but once we get into the park, we've got to wear face masks. I'm just so pumped. We're here for 3 days. I intend to vlog 2 days here. Then we're going to Park Asterix for our first visit for a Halloween night, and then we're going to pop to Japan in Belgium on the way home. But yeah, I'm mega excited. We're not here alone today. Our friends Lewis and Lucy are with us, as you've seen them in previous vlogs. They're a little way behind us. We're just because we've got our annual passes to redeem. We're going to head over to the annual pass office, see if we can redeem them this morning. Failing that, we're going to go into the park for early magic hours. It is currently 8:39, so we missed the rope drop. But yeah, it's very fresh this morning. I'm just mega excited to be here, to be quite frank. I think there's going to be a lot of emotion today.
Yeah.
Like, it's been so long since we've been to Disneyland. Obviously, the French are being a lot more cautionate with their social distancing and all that, which is a good thing, I think. We've still got markings on the floor and all that. But let's get over towards the entrance, get through security and have a magical day.
Have a Disney day.
So we've just got through the health pass checks, which was nice and easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quick.
At the moment, make sure that you've got the French Health Pass app, which I'll include a link to on the App Store and the Google Play Store. You'll need to import your NHS jabs on there.
Yeah.
You can scan the QR code straight onto it, and then you have a French Health Pass, which is much easier.
They recognise it, obviously.
Yeah, it goes straight through. Just got some work going on around here. They're building some more security stations from what I've heard. So there's a lot of work going on around the entrance. I don't reckon we're going to get our annual passes first thing this morning. I reckon the annual pass office won't be open until about midday. But we'll soon find out. Failing that, we'll just go into this beautiful theme park. We've got some more of the construction going on for the security. Looks like it's much more permanent along here. So let's get into the park. So, other than the fact I'm now in the shade, Lewis and Lucy are here. They actually came yesterday because Lewis made a mistake with his hotel, didn't you? Yeah. You ended up literally stumbling over stuff. Lewis booked his Airbnb for a day too long, so they went a day early.
Changing it. We were meant to go from Sunday to Sunday, and
it got shortened.
Yeah, it got long. Oh, it's just all confusing. So
yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, it benefited me anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I was jealous as hell watching you at Disney yesterday. Anyway, I don't know whether this is going to work or not. We'll soon find out.
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad at all. So let's have a look. So park hours today are 8:30 until 7, including the extra magic hour, 9:30 till 7 for the general public. And Studios Park opens from 9:30. There's no magic hour in there at the moment. But let's see whether they've actually sent us down the right way, because all the Pass Annuel offices are shut. I think we're going to get turned away, but we can still get into the park, so that's a good thing. Right, so we are now on the final approach to the park. So they've got this like extra magic hour entrance. This technically is the hotel entrance, so I hope we haven't gone the wrong way. But we've sorted ourselves out our annual passes. So all 4 of us have Magic Pluses this year. I didn't go for an Infinity, mainly because, as I'm sure a few of you are already aware, myself and Louise are in the process of moving out at the moment, so we need to save some money, and the Infinity Pass is megabucks, and at the moment there's no parades, there's no fireworks, so that's kind of not a thing. Also, the Infinity Car Park is currently down because of the solar panels being built. I'm so excited. Like, look, I'm jealous you were here yesterday.
Yeah, not gonna lie. It's my first time in a Disney park ever.
Like, Lucy's got her obligatory ears. Louise is sporting her Big Thunder Mountain ears from the Minnie Mouse collection. But let's get in the park and start our day. So it's a bit of a maze into here. We've got the annual passway this way, so we're going to head off. I don't know where exactly we're going. I imagine straight through to the entrance, or I'm a little bit confused. Where do we go? Obviously the point of myself and Louise getting annual passes is so we can come here during the 2022 season, which of course is the 30th anniversary of Disneyland Paris. There's big celebrations. They're also going to be opening Marvel Avengers Campus.
30th.
Yes, I'm also 30 as well. just you know. But yeah, I'm too excited. This vlog is going to be a lot of like stammering and going, oh my god, Disney. We love Disney. So we are in the park now. Louise and everyone have shot off to the toilet. I just thought I'd come over to the main plaza. So at the moment, annual pass holders come through the Infinity and Magic Plus entrance. What are you thinking? Like, obviously you were here yesterday for your first visit.
It's I don't know, because I've been to like Germany's perversion of Disney as well, which is obviously Europa, and they're both great. Like, they're top notch. Like, you can't.
They're good in their own way. Like Disney, especially Disneyland Paris, they have so much attention to detail. They spent so much on this park, which actually, I think if they did it again now, they wouldn't spend this much money, because this park had so much financial issues when it first opened. It's unbelievable. It's only just starting to recover now.
It's like even down to the pumpkin flowers.
Oh yeah, yeah, like, definitely. Like
little things like that, which you don't really think about actually.
Which I was just about to say.
You'll never get anywhere else in Europe.
As Lewis was just saying, it is the Halloween season at the moment, so myself and Louise went to Paulton's Park on Sunday for their Halloween event. I think this is going to blow it out of the water somewhat, but it's not the only Halloween event we're doing. We'll obviously try and get to Thorpe Park and Chessington. Can't confirm Alton Towers at the moment as we're very busy at the moment, but we are doing Park Asterix in a few days' time, and we're also going to Plopsaland in Pan, and I'm just mega excited. Let's get in this park and get some rides. So Disneyland, as you would expect, go to town with their theming. Like, it's going to blow anything out of the water. It's Disney at the end of the day. I am loving the attention to detail. And of course we've got the Disney characters up on Main Street Station having a dance in their outfits. Mickey and Minnie, Chip and Dale, and Pluto and Goofy off to the side. But there is just so much to see. I'm going to say it a million times today, but I am excited. Off to the sides, we have Max, who's Goofy's son. So the horses even have Disney branded blinders on. There's the castle in it there. Normally they have a name badge on, but they don't here. We'll see if we... Back here we got the Disney Castle, the Chateau de la Belle de Monde. I always butcher the name. It's having its renovation for the 30th anniversary, and the pink is popping on that. Looks like they're going to be taking the next level off very shortly. So this is so surreal to be walking down Main Street USA after so long.
I'm so excited.
I'm sorry if this vlog is a bit all over the place, guys, but I am mega excited. Like, just to be walking right down the middle of Main Street USA, as the song says, is just amazing. Now, Big Thunder Mountain is advertising a 15-minute queue, so we're going to head straight over to Big Thunder Mountain, get on Louise's favourite roller coaster in this park. She's got her Big Thunder Mountain ears on. Let's go into Frontierland. So Frontierland, one of the most heavily themed Halloween areas. I do apologise for the harsh shadows, but it's like very dark in this sort of area, but the sun's really bright. It's a weird morning. Got all their lanterns up, all the pumpkin men are out. Then we've got Phantom Manor. We've got to go on Pirates. I think Pirates after this. Well, I don't know, there's just so much to do.
God, I don't know what to do.
I'm definitely overstimulated. So when it comes to their Halloween theming, for some reason they don't really decorate Discoveryland or Fantasyland. They do Main Street USA and Frontierland. I imagine Frontierland because it's American West, you know, Halloween is a very American holiday. They got all the Coco stuff out around the corner, which, oh, this brings back memories. Like, it's been so long since we've been here during Halloween. I'm excited. Let's get on Big Thunder Mountain. So here we go, first ride of the day, Big Thunder Mountain. It's a classic. Right, so in the queue lines, they've got all their social distancing markers, which I love these. They're simple and they work. Do not stand on the sticker. Makes amazing sense. I imagine the queues will look a bit longer because it's social distancing. I can happily say the mask complicity in Disneyland is very good, isn't it, Louise?
Yeah. A few people with it under their nose.
Oh yeah, but like the staff are just like, mask please, straight away. They don't mess around here, which is good. Because, you know, there's a lot of people here, you don't want to end up spreading it. Obviously we've come across country to do this, so very happy that we can. Oh, Lou, are you excited?
Yes.
got the GoPro Hero 9, so we should be able to get an on-ride pod of Big Thunder Mountain. I do have the Chesty, but I've left it back at the Airbnb. Another thing to note is since we last visited Fast Pass is a thing of the past. It is now Lightning Lane, which you have to pay for a Fast Pass essentially. They did recently lower the price of Fast Pass, which is a good thing. We're going to now get to this bit where we split, and we're going to go, I think we're going to go to the left or right.
We went right last time, so let's go there.
So as you can see in the queue line, there are social distancing fences everywhere. Like I say, the French are taking this very seriously, which is good. Hand sanitizer everywhere, and yeah, just very impressed with how they're dealing with it. So not even a 15-minute wait, and we're in the gates of Big Thunder Mountain. Woo! Let's get on the wildest ride in the wilderness. Here we go, first ride of the Disney day. Woo! And that is the wildest ride in the wilderness. It's been too long. One of the best mine train coasters out there in the world. So first ride of the day done, and not even a 15-minute queue.
I was going to say, it was about like, what, 14 minutes?
It looks worse than it is. Obviously they've got the social distancing markers out at the moment, and there's no real fast pass.
And it just moves.
Yeah, constantly. Obviously that ride queue splits off into two, so bear that in mind. We made the wrong choice. The actual right queue, went down to literal walk on. We had to wait a little bit. It wasn't too bad. Anyway, we're heading over to Phantom Manor now, one of the classic Disney dark rides. I know you want to get on Pirates. I think that'll be after this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just hyped me up. The only complaint I had, and you probably saw it in the pod, all of the special effects were off. There were no like dynamite scene.
Doesn't it normally make a noise?
Yeah, the animatronics were all off, so I don't know.
I can confirm they were on yesterday.
Oh.
Strange. Disney normally do have them on.
I don't know if it's too early.
Maybe they just haven't turned them on yet. Just haven't flicked the switch. But anyway, we're going to head over to the Ravenswood Manor and get on the
balloons up.
I've just noticed we have to do that this time. Lewis, you likely to go on the balloon?
Oh,
so they have a tethered balloon. Get annual pass discount. You get an amazing view. Me and Louise
I didn't.
Every single time
on.
every single time we've wanted to do it recently,
Yeah.
we haven't been able to get on
Yeah,
it. We've done it
definitely.
once, haven't we, Lou?
Yeah, we
and it
have.
is brilliant. It is an amazing
kinda held
view.
on.
They used to have it running during the fireworks, so you could go up while they were doing the nighttime spectacular and watch the fireworks from outside the park from the balloon. But of course that one always got booked up very quickly. Anyway, crowd levels, as you may imagine, on a weekday outside the half term, very, very quiet. I don't think we'll be queuing much more than half an hour for the big rides. I can't explain how excited I am to be here.
Frazzles.
Anyway, let's get on this classic haunted house ride, Phantom Manor. Renovated in 2019. So they have the new Lightning Lane, or Premier Access as it's called here. Currently closed off at the moment, but yeah, this ride never used to have fast track, obviously because it's quite a high cap ride, it gets you in quite quick. The only reason you really queue is because they have the elevators. But it looks like they're just holding people short of the ride, it's not actually open yet. Hopefully it won't be too long. So they've now opened the queue line for this ride with it being held short. Got the social distancing like boards up as normal, but it looks like it's going to be a walk-on basically. No water splash on at the moment. Come on Disney, turn your effects on. That ain't a bad view, is it? Again, you can see the castle from here. It does it no justice on camera. I've seen so many people filming since the renovations. It just pops so well now. Obviously the gold leaf on top you can really see. Let's get some closer shots for you later. So we're in the mansion and they've got markings on the floor to separate you out, which is quite good. Apparently, Lewis, you were on this yesterday, they've got these markings
In the lift,
on the
you
floor.
actually have dividers.
Yeah.
We're going to have to
Oh, okay. Interesting. I do love this ride. Ever since its renovation.
You may not believe it, but beauty once lived in this house. Phantom Manor a connu des jours heureux, mais les temps ont changé. And now curious souls come in.
Right, so we're in our little
So
number.
weird. Oh god, hello.
Number 13 is in the middle.
Tour begins here.
Yeah,
How many
got
lifts
little
are there? I didn't realise there was
Two lifts.
Oh, so we went in the other one.
Perhaps you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Hélas, les choses ne sont pas toujours ce qu'elles paraissent. Et tous les contes n'ont pas de fin heureuse. It appears everyone is doomed at Phantom Manor. Even you. This chamber has no windows and no doors, which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out.
The camera struggles with the low light in here. You can see it's pulling focus.
Awaits us.
I'm excited to get on this one. Like I say, I'll try and get some footage for you guys. I'm sorry if it's not the greatest. just come off our second ride of the day, a walk on to Phantom Manor.
10-minute wait.
Well, not even that. It was like once you get into the building, that's the ride. We're going to head over towards Pirates of the Caribbean, that sort of a direction. Very impressed with how quiet it is. And you didn't go on Pirates of the Caribbean yesterday, did you? So Lucy, you've been on Pirates of the Caribbean. Lewis is a Disney virgin, or was he?
Oh my god!
Kind of had, he's had his Disney virginity taken on.
Taken that from me.
No, Lucy took it yesterday. I wasn't there yesterday.
Thank God.
So anyway, let's get over
I'm not gonna let you feel left out.
Oh, well, I'll get you on Tower of Terror later. Anyway, we're going to head over towards Pirates of the Caribbean and get on Louise's favourite dark ride in this park.
Pirates.
Actually, is it your favourite in the world?
Yeah, I love pirates.
Oh, I am loving the Coco theme, and it looks like it's basically the same stuff as we saw back in 2017. A few new bits, but it really does add to the Frontierland area. Obviously, it's by the I can't even pronounce this. It's like a burrito restaurant, but yeah, all themed up with Coco stuff. So we are in Adventureland, and we're just currently trying to get Lucy to want to go on Tower of Terror. She's terrified of it. I don't know why. We want to head down this way because we've decided to change our mind, and we're going over to Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril. Just to get it out of the way. It's on a 5-minute queue at the moment, so I ain't going to turn that down. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get a POV on this one, as this is one of the roller coasters that sometimes they say no, but sometimes they say yes. Normally it's this one, Tower of Terror, and RC Racer in the other park. But crowds-wise, this is a dream. This is a Disney park, and it's so quiet. So Indiana Jones, this opened in 1994, I believe. I'm not sure this opened with the park.
1993.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. It's just an Intamin looping coaster. In the past few times we've been there, it's been nice and smooth, hasn't it, Louise? But Lewis has just told me that it was quite rough yesterday, so we'll soon find out. Let's get on this ride. I don't know whether it's running yet. It looks like it. It's got a 0-minute queue. Let's get in the queue for Indiana Jones. Well, this is the only Indiana Jones roller coaster in the world. Obviously, I think it's Shanghai Disneyland, and obviously the original Disneyland in Anaheim have the Indiana Jones Experience, which is like tracked like simulator ride, which I really would like to go on one day. Obviously, there's not enough room in this area of the park, so they just have your standard little roller coaster, which is very well themed. It's nothing spectacular, as I said earlier. It's going to have a bit of a queue, but we'll be on it within 5 minutes, no doubt. So we've just come off of our first ride on Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril. Not bad, to be honest, quite rough as you'd expect, to be honest. Like, it's not a perfect coaster, it's quite old, it's quite rough. Myself and Louise sat on the front, as you saw from the POV, and my ears are ringing a little bit. Yeah, well, at least you weren't swearing, I guess.
Well,
Anyway, we're going to stay in Adventureland, head round towards Pirates of the Caribbean. I've just noticed, though, we'll see when we come around the corner here, they've actually got the suspension bridge closed for maintenance at the moment. So we can't actually go under the suspension bridge at the moment because it's being renovated. So we're going to have to go through wherever this is, the cave of getting lost. Good thing about Adventure Island is it's like Tom Sawyer Island in the main Disneyland Park and Walt Disney World. Davy Crockett. Yeah, so they have their Davy Crockett. Let's try this way. God, we're going to get lost in here. So yeah, that wasn't too difficult to find our way through. It did have an exit sign at the top there. But yeah, the suspension bridge is down at the moment. Anyway, I think the hype is going to get real for Louise in a minute because we are now in pirate territory. We're nearing the Jolly Roger here, Captain Hook's very own ship. And there's a different shot of the suspension bridge undercover. Well, I love, even though they're doing work on it, they just covered it up. Like, it just, you know, why ruin the theme with scaffolding when you can put a camo net over it? So here we go. The ride that I've been excited to get back on for ages is Pirates of the Caribbean. Louise,
so
your favourite, let's go. So the pirate flag flies high, and so far we're being extremely lucky with the weather. Now, no rain was forecast, but it was forecast overcast, and we're being blessed with blue skies at Disney, which you can't go wrong with. Yeah, forecast clouds, but there's not a cloud in the sky. Now, Lewis, this is your first time on this ride, isn't it? Like, I think you're going to be blown away by the attention to detail on this ride. They have incorporated some of the film bits in. I'm slipping all over the place. Lucy's having a giggle behind. Like, Skechers plus this floor is not the greatest combination. But yeah, they put part of the movie characters in. Captain Jack's in here, Barbossa's in here, but it still holds the majority of the original ride. I think you're going to like this one. But people always say you can't. This place is never going to beat Walt Disney World, which is true. But you cannot compare this place to Walt Disney World. Two separate things entirely. Obviously, the Americans do hospitality so well. The French are really good at their hospitality, but it's just a different style. So if you come here and you've not been to Disney World, or if you have been to Disney World, just expect they will be different. They're different experiences in different parts of the world. But we do love Disneyland Paris, don't we, Lou?
yeah, I love it.
Like, I'd probably say, go as far as say, I prefer it to Walt Disney World because it is our local Disneyland. So during busier times they load 2 platforms, but because it's so quiet, they're only loading the one at the moment. I do love the station in this ride. It is just amazing. Like, you've obviously got the Captain Jack's restaurant just the other side of this facade. I will film on the ride, but again, the low light does pose a problem for this camera, so apologies if it isn't the greatest. So we're off, we're at the back of the boat. It's me and Louise, then Lucy and Lewis at the very back, in the love seat as me and Louise call it, because it's a bit smaller than the other rows.
And it's a small world, is the same, isn't it?
So as you come into here, you've got the Captain Jack's restaurant, which overlooks the ride. Oh god, the camera is already struggling with the low light. So yeah, Captain Jack's along here, which sadly we won't be eating at this trip. We're going to Manhattan restaurant in the new Avengers Hotel, New York, and we're going to be eating in Bistro Chez Remy, which is Louise's favourite, and I do love Bistro
At
Chez Remy.
3:45 for dinner.
We just skip lunch.
Sinon, il va danser au bout d'une corde.
Ouais, comme la rouquine.
Tais-toi, petit.
précieuse récompense. A-t-on jamais vu carrière plus rentable? Je garde mes parts.
So an excellent ride on Pirates of the Caribbean, lived up to expectations as you'd expect. Louise? Oh, they've got a Halloween section in this shop. Obviously this is one of the shops you have to exit via the gift shop. There is a way out without looking through it. We thought we'd come have a quick look through the gift shop. Did that live up to expectations, Louise? So, nearly 2 years of waiting, but you got back on it. Any Halloween merch you like the look of? Loads of Halloween merch. This is just a small section. We'll have to go in one of the proper shops later to see what's for offer. Louise is dropping stuff on the floor. So we're absolutely whopping through rides at the moment. Like, that's the 4th ride done and dusted. We're going to be done by the end of the day. Won't need to come for a second day.
11 o'clock.
The question is, are we going to park hop today and go to Tower of Terror and Ratatouille? Almost certainly. Can't say no to going to the other park.
This afternoon, maybe.
At this rate we will be, because we've decided we're going to give Peter Pan a miss for now. Peter Pan's advertising a 25-minute queue. Obviously this one gets quite a long queue, but now there's no fast track, I imagine it runs a lot faster. We're going to go over to the happiest voyage in all the world. We're going to go over to It's a Small World. We're coming round to It's a Small World and the clock is chiming. The windmill over here, as you can see, is the old Ferris Wheel, which has been removed. Still has the spoke at the back with no ride vehicles on it. The only ride, as far as I'm aware, that's actually been removed from Disneyland Paris since its opening. So since our last visit, they've actually repaired the crack on this fountain along here. It used to have a massive crack, which literally ran all the way down here. It's been fully repaired now. Looking amazing as always. It is 11 o'clock, and that marks our next ride. It's a Small World. So straight on to It's a Small World, and this ride has screens in between not only the loading bay, but in between the ride itself. This is innovation here, isn't it, though?
Yeah.
Like on the back of the seats and up here, so we're away from the infected. So a walk on to It's a Small World there. A Disney classic you can't go wrong with. I've actually got my Walt Disney World t-shirt on now, my 50th anniversary one. Don't touch my moves. We're heading round towards Discoveryland now, but everyone else is heading the other way for some reason.
Don't know where I'm going.
To be honest, Disney have some of the best designed parks in the world. The hub and spoke is just such a simple design. Just have the central bit and then all the lands coming off of it. And if you get lost, just look for the weenie, as they call it, the castle. It's legitimately what they called it, because Walt Disney had a dog and he used to get it to come back by giving it a weenie. So they call the castle a weenie because it gets the guests to head back towards the entrance. It's like a point to tell them where to go. But anyway, let's head over to Discoveryland. Get on Buzz Lightyear, Hyperspace Mountain, Star Tours.
You've got to be in my score from yesterday.
Hopefully.
Got a picture.
You said that the animatronic was down yesterday, didn't you?
A shower curtain. It's just like they call a shower curtain.
Legit is a shower curtain. So we'll see you over in Discoveryland. So again, I have to get some closer shots later of the Disney castle, but the renovation is going absolutely beautifully at the moment. You can just see the tops of the spires. Hopefully they'll be taking down these bits that don't have the facade on it anymore. The colours are really popping on the roof tiles, and that's gold in the sunlight, shimmering beautifully. Be nice to see the 30th anniversary display on this next year. So I'm entering one of my favourite lands in the park, if not my favourite. Discoveryland is just a beautiful land. So back in the day, when they were designing Disneyland Paris, they wanted to fix the Tomorrowland problem, which was you always have to keep the future updated. So every 10 years you have to shut Tomorrowland to refurbish it, which costs a lot of money when it's Disney. So they went for visionaries of the past, with this like Jules Verne and H.G. Wells theme. See, at the beginning they didn't have Buzz Lightyear, that's kind of come, and so is Star Tours. Star Tours was an original ride, but Hyperspace Mountain was themed to the journey to the moon. It has this like steampunk theme, and I think Buzz Lightyear is going to be our next ride. But yeah, well, there's a few rides in here which we'll have to jump on. This has had a refurbishment since we last came to the park. So yeah, we'll jump on this and then get on my pod. Nice. So the only ride down in this area of the park is the Orbitron, which has had a full refurbishment. Like, they stripped this down to the core. It's obviously been repainted, looks all nice and fresh. It does mean that they got a fence up which kind of blocks a lot of the views of the area. But like I said, we've got plenty of rides to do here, including Hyperspace Mountain and Autopia over here. Star Tours around the back of the land, but first it's going to be Buzz Lightyear. So last time we were here, February 2020, this was being refurbished, so it was delayed by the pandemic. It opened, I think, earlier this year, but the facade's been changed on it, looks a lot fresher. It's advertised in the 20-minute queue, which I very much doubt. It's constantly moving, being an omni-mover ride. Red on this one. So after barely 10 minutes, we're in the building now, and we're just going to come around to where the animatronic is. Let's see if he's working or not. Moment of truth. He's working. Yeah, Lewis, that is Disney to the T. They will fix stuff quickly. Merlin, it will be done next season. Yeah, you can see it around the other side. And this is a very impressive animatronic.
Report to the flight deck for immediate launch. To infinity and beyond.
So there's the shower curtain Lewis was referring to. They put the families down, and yeah, you sent me a picture yesterday of him all covered up. But we're basically going to be walking onto this, so this queue's moving faster than yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we queued in the extension queue, we barely waited 10 minutes, we're going to be on it in a few minutes. Laser Blast, had about a 20-minute queue for that, so that was about spot on. We took quite a while to get into the actual ride once we got in the building. But yeah, we had a good game. And Lewis, did I win? Did you win?
You won.
So what did you get?
Well, about half the score I did yesterday.
So with Buzz Lightyear's Laser Blast, it does very much depend on what targets you hit. Obviously the triangles are worth a lot more than the squares, and then the circles are worth the least amount. So if you know where to shoot, you can get really high scores. We're going to go have a look at Hyperspace Mountain, which was down last time we checked it. It looks like I may have also lost my windsock for my GoPro in the queue for Buzz Lightyear, which is a bit of a shame. It must have fallen out of the bag at some point, but it's not a major issue, but it may be slightly windier on the GoPro footage, especially on coasters. I'll have to buy a new one. Oh, well then we'll go over to Star Tours if Hyperspace Mountain is down. As I said a minute ago, Hyperspace Mountain is still closed. Absolutely huge, this show building. Definitely the best Space Mountain out there, and definitely the best looking building. Got Wally and Eva still here. I'm surprised I don't have a free roaming character of Wally in this park yet. I know they had one in research and development at the main Disneyland park. But next up is going to be Star Tours, 25-minute queue. This one eats the crowds. Your classic simulator ride, of which Lewis doesn't know what to expect really for this one. I've just told him Flight Simulator on steroids. And Lewis, you just told me that Ratatouille was a bit much for you on motion sickness. So we may be putting a vomit warning at the end of this ride. It's one of the few that you cannot film on at all because of the Star Wars copyright. So we'll see you when we get off of Star Tours. Gonna go catch our flights.
With more flights to more destinations, why not take more tours with Star Tours? Convenient daily departures.
Du vol 6017 pour Coruscant. Les passagers accompagnés d'enfants en bas âge sont invités à se présenter au guichet. Les autres passagers embarqueront d'ici quelques minutes.
What was that? Oh, and my name isn't Roger. It's G290.
Well, shit.
So the longest queue of the day so far, we've just come off of Star Tours. Lewis, what did you think of it? First time on it?
I can appreciate a good ride, doesn't mean I enjoy it.
Well, it's one of those rides that you can get motion.
Quite intense.
Yeah, you can get motion sick on them quite easy. Louise, I know, isn't the biggest fan. I think you're a bit spun out by that one. Lucy, what do you think?
Yeah, very sickly.
Very sickly. Like, there are a few points. I think when you go into hyperspeed, that bit just didn't compute with me. I was like, gonna throw up. But other than that, it's a good ride. I think we're going to try Hyperspace Mountain now if it's up. Failing that, I think we're going to probably go down Main Street and park hop to the Walt Disney Studios Park. Ratatouille and Tower of Terror. Right, so well, that wasn't even the longest queue of the day. We waited about 20 minutes, got on that. Brilliant ride. I've forgotten how good that was. It is quite rough, but the vest restraints they've got on that roller coaster really make it a lot smoother, doesn't it, though?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what Lewis and Lucy thought of it. They're a little way behind us. I'll have to ask their opinions in a minute. But we're going to head round towards Buzz Lightyear again now, just because I want to see if I dropped my windsock in the queue. I'd be amazed if it's still there, but it's got a 10-minute queue at the moment, so we'll jump in the queue for that, see wherever it's there, and then we're going to grab lunch. What did you think, Lewis?
It's a good ride.
You were worried that you weren't going to get in that one.
What I've discovered, Disney is for the fat people. Welcome to Lewis's fat update. I've fit on everything so far. That is what we like.
Yeah, I must admit, Disney are good when it comes to accommodating all guests. Like I say, you've been on every ride. Like Tower of Terror, you're not going to have any trouble getting on. That's just a seatbelt. You're going to love going on that one. But yeah, we'll see you back round by Buzz Lightyear, and if I don't film around there, we'll see you on Main Street. We're getting lunch. The old zoetropes. Not been restored since the original ride. This used to be Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. Right, so we've done Buzz Lightyear again. Quick 15-minute one on that. No sign of my windsock, as I was expecting, to be honest. We're now going to head out of the parks towards the Disney Village to go get some lunch. We were going to eat at the Delicatessen on Main Street. We decided we're going to go to the Earl of Sandwich.
There's not as much choice.
Yeah, I think we get a bit of annual pass discount with that. Obviously, it's not owned by Disney, but you can get annual pass discount on it. We're going to skip down one of the arcades, which is actually having some renovation work done to it at the moment. Disneyland Paris has these two arcades, one of them being on this side of Main Street, that being Main Street, and then there's one on the other side. And it's just like an extra throughfare for people going up and down Main Street. One of the biggest problems you realise if you go somewhere like Disney World or the original Disneyland is that Main Street can get mega busy. And obviously in France it rains quite a lot. So this gives you some sheltered cover when going through, and also they've themed them up. So this side is the Discovery Arcade, so it's all themed to like cities, Euro Disneyland and cities of the future and all these.
Smell things.
Yeah, I know. I can smell the bakery. So yeah, this makes a nice little walk through, and also you've got access to all the shops on Main Street. Then there is one on the other side. You've got the Liberty Arcade, which is all themed to like Americana and the Statue of Liberty, and again it has loads of various things and like museum pieces almost that show you about the Statue of Liberty. So we've got Goofy with his candy making machine for the socially distanced meet and greets. You can't get autographs at the moment, however you can meet and take pictures. Also got Pluto who's heading on out. Don't know where he's going to. He might be going to a photo opportunity in the middle by the looks of it. But yeah, no autographs at the moment. So we're now outside the park, so we're allowed to take our face masks off and have a breather. We're going to be heading towards the Disney Village, which will be difficult to avoid the shops. But we will try our best, and then we're going to be heading into the Studios Park. So it looks like there's been a lot of work to the village. They painted up Planet Hollywood. Various work has gone along across here. They've got Halloween decorations up along the promenade now, new signs, and a lot more of these static buildings. They used to be a lot more like temporary. They're now more permanent. Halloween gear up. And I know a bit further down, they've got a big one where they used to have the Hard Rock Hotel. Not Hard Rock Hotel, Hard Rock Shop. That's just down past the steakhouse. Back here we've got the Panamagic Balloon, which I think we might do after lunch, as we get an annual pass discount, and it'd be nice just to have a look around the resort while the weather's lovely. So as I said a minute ago, they've built a lot of shops along here. They're called the Tiny Shops. And they're just little tiny vendors which rent out these units to sell their merch on. They did have a Hard Rock shop along here, and it just was in one big unit. It looks like they've sold it out a bit. Be interesting to see if they use upstairs one day. But you know, I think the village has some new lease of life coming towards it soon. I think that they'll be investing, especially now Buffalo Bills is gone. I think this is where we're going to eat dinner tonight, the Rainforest. So we stopped for lunch at the Earl of Sandwich. I've not actually had one of these before. What do you think?
First one came.
Possibly, I can't remember. Not badly priced, but you will pay more for Disney food. It was €26 for me and Louise to get a sandwich, some wedges and a drink. Yeah, they have gone cold. Which worked out about £10 each. So after a lunch, which was alright, I can't complain about Earl of Sandwich, we decided that we're not going on the balloon because everyone thinks €15 is too much. We do get annual pass discount on that, which is €13.50 each, so we might do it another day, but Louise says that's too expensive.
And Lucy, don't?
Oh, and Lucy. And Lewis is just so wanting to do it. But yeah, we're not going to visit too many of the shops now because we'll be back here later on when the park closes, because we're going to aim to eat at the Rainforest Cafe behind us. But yeah, we're going to be going into the Studios Park, going on Tower of Terror. Yeah? Well, we can go on Ratatouille first. It looks like a lot of the shops actually don't open here until later on. They're not even open, so that's interesting. So we're on the approach to the Walt Disney Studios Park. This over here is where we went earlier to get our annual passes, and I'm kind of glad we did because it's coming up to about 2:30 now, nearly 3 o'clock. And look at the queue there. That's all for people getting their annual passes. So I'm glad that we took the advice and went straight over there to get them. Otherwise we'd be waiting in that. Lewis was quite unfortunate yesterday. Had to wait 2 hours for his annual pass.
That would be disgusting. That's a 3-hour queue.
But that is a crazy long queue, so I'm glad we went through that. So since last time, they've actually got the new gates installed here. So let's have a look. So yeah, much nicer gates along here now. Some wheelchairs can access all over.
This is a new song they're trying to promote, isn't it?
Yeah, it's their welcome back song almost. So this is the first time myself and Louise have been in this park since last February. So it's been quite a while. But we're going to head over towards Ratatouille first, get the Cars studio tour out of the way, and then head over to Tower of Terror. So I'm loving the fact they've got these boards repaired up here, so they actually change, advertising the various rides, Tower of Terror and Ratatouille on that side. Yeah, so that's cool, because they've not worked for the longest time. Let's go see what's changed inside this park. So we're inside Studio 1 now, and it looks like it's had a bit of work done to it. It looks more fresh, doesn't it? Yeah, blaring the welcome back music. During the mornings they do have Mickey and Minnie and friends all up in these gantries up here, but not at the moment. Yeah, it looks fresh in here. It's nice to get back in this park. Obviously can't wait for Avengers Campus to open in 2022. We will be back for that at some point, given the fact we've got the annual passes now. But yeah, let's get out there and see what's changed in this park. I can already see some cranes at the end of the light. So as we enter the park, it does look like a lot's changed. This seems more open than before. The animation celebration over there is closed currently, but we saw the show back in February last year. You can see off in the distance down here there are actually cranes now up and concrete silos which are building the new Frozen Land and the lake which will be building the park out. So that's just to show you how big this park will become. It's almost doubling in size. Crowds in this park seem a bit busier. However, that is to be expected as this is a smaller park. Obviously with Avengers Campus not open, they're missing quite a few rides. I doubt we'll get on the likes of Crush's Coaster today as the queue will be too long. But it's nice to see they're actually starting to rebrand this area. So there's the old Toon Studios sign, but it looks like they're going to be renaming this area of the park Worlds of Pixar, which makes sense because it's got Toy Story, you've got Ratatouille, Finding Nemo, Cars, all in this corner. So that's a pretty cool rename, I think. I wonder when they'll officially announce it on the map. I do love this park. It's come a long way since it opened, and within the next 5 or 10 years it should be absolutely amazing to visit this park.
Greetings, I am Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger. Explore, have fun.
Right, so Ratatouille is running an extension queue because it gets quite busy, this one. Obviously with the social distancing, they got the queue going all the way down here. Now Lewis queued in this yesterday and waited about 35 minutes. It's advertising 20 minutes at the moment.
I'm so excited.
I am excited to get back on this one. We were excited to get on this one in America, in Florida, when we booked Walt Disney World. However, it seems like a carbon copy. It's basically just, you know, they've literally, yeah, in Florida, they haven't taken any of the French dialogue out or anything. I know that would have taken a lot of work, but I feel, I don't know.
Like if you're coming to France when you want it to be, you know, like different to what you've seen in America.
Oh yeah, like I expected a few minor changes. Now the American version doesn't have Bistro Chez Remy, which is the French bistro restaurant. We will be eating there on Friday. But it has a creperie, so I think we got the better end of the deal with a proper sit-down restaurant. I do love this area. Like, I can't wait to get on this. This is one of my most hyped rides of the trip. Obviously we've been in it before, but let's get on Ratatouille. Not a long queue at all. So a 15-minute queue, and I can believe that. This isn't too long, this outdoor section. It looks worse than it is. That's what I say with all of the Disney rides, to be honest. So after about a 10-minute wait, we've been fast-tracked through the fast-track queue. I'm confused. So we missed the majority of the scene. So that's a bit strange. This was the fast track queue, it's now the Premier Access, but they've just let everyone through it. So it's nice to see that the rats have perspex on it and this weird thing on the back. It's a bit strange. I imagine that's to stop reflections from the projectors. I'm excited to get on this one.
16 minutes to get on.
That's brilliant.
Want to know.
What was it advertising? 15 minutes?
15 minutes.
So, not bad guess by Disney, but yeah, good to see their social distance on this one.
The chef Larry is waiting for you. This way. Oh, here they are, Remy. Des invités pour le dîner.
Yes, but what to prepare? Hein? Pour le repas idéal. Coq au vin? Non. A simple omelet? Too simple.
What?
Mais oui, that's it. Vous serez toujours les bienvenus, chez Amy. À bientôt et bon appétit. Et Meagle.
So in here is Bistro Chez Remy. Bit of a closer view as you go past. It is busy. We're going to dump our glasses in the bin and carry on with the day. I think we're heading over towards the Cars. What's it called? The Cars. Yeah, it's the Cars Route 66 road trip, which Lucy and Lewis have been on already, but we haven't. We only went on it as a studio tram tour. So as we leave the Plaza of Ratatouille, we head towards Toy Story Playland. And when we last came here in February 2020, this pathway was closed. Had a big sign up saying that the Cars road trip was coming in the summer of 2020. Obviously it was delayed and it's now open, so this is all brand new. It does mean that this shop is going to be open all the time now. It's the smallest shop in the world. But yeah, now it's on a main path, it's kind of going to get more traffic. So at the moment this path just leads up to the Route 66 road trip. However, in the future when the lake is complete, this will join up with it and you'll be able to go to the Frozen Land and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge when it's finally finished. See, that's planned for 2023, 2025 sort of time. Also got some new artwork on the doors along here. This is quite new. I've seen people posting about these recently. Yeah, good photo opportunities, including the claw. Now, I know with this Cars Route 66 ride, it's nothing to absolutely wet your pants over. It's basically a capacity. It's basically a capacity ride just to get the ride capacity up, and I can't imagine it staying here for much longer than 10 years. Though it would be awesome if one day they brought over the Cars Land from California Adventure. That would be awesome. The ride there looks absolutely brilliant. But the fence at the back there is where it will join onto the main lake. So as you can see, this park will be doubling in size in the next few years. Yeah, we've got some themed eateries along here where you can get yourself some treats. And then the Cars road trip, which is just down here. Looks like it's going to be a walk-on. So I'm loving the entrance to this. It's just plain and simple. It looks really cool. Similar queue line to the original studio tram tour, but this station is completely brand new. Advertising a 10-minute wait. Loving the chrome wait time. And of course we've got social distancing boards all throughout the queue. Everyone who was on this one, sadly, was lost in Catastrophe Canyon.
No, they weren't.
So sadly, at the moment, they've got a technical issue. A few of these have been sent round empty now, but they've now said that it's going to be down for a little while. We're going to wait out for 10-15 minutes, see whether it fixes it, as we're just second in the queue to get on this. And of course, me and Louise haven't been on this yet.
No.
It's a bit of a shame, isn't it? But yeah, we'll see how it goes, and failing that, we'll go find something else to do.
Bonjour tout le monde, je m'appelle Sally et je serai votre guide pour vous faire découvrir la route 66 en compagnie de mon amie Rose Ramirez. Thanks, Sally. I'm so excited to check out Route 66 with you. I'm ready to meet it, read it, and defeat it. Oh là, Cruz! Sur la route 66, on prend son temps et on s'abandonne au plaisir de rouler. Oh, right. Slow it down. Relax. Hey! Is that giant lug nut up ahead? Oui, le plus gros écrou de roue du monde.
Ok. Les amis, il n'y a qu'un mot pour décrire cet écrou. Ciao!
Le garage, pardon. Oh, the Rose Garage, I'd be dying to get out. Hey, it's the Copper Canyon traffic maze. I've been there.
Merci.
All right, everybody. We're making a short scheduled stop here in the canyon. Please remain seated and keep your hands in
Wow. This canyon is so beautiful and calm. Wow, Peter!
Veuillez tous venir ici faire un point de toilette, enfants. Rien pour un bon vieux lavage naturel à l'ancienne. Un bon bain chaud. Attention, préparez-vous. Elle arrive.
Bonjour tout le monde. J'ai le plaisir de vous présenter ma dernière création, la tour à fioul. Nom de pneu. J'espère que vous appréciez mon hommage à la ville phare. Avec ma tour à fioul, c'est un petit bout de Paris.
Totally worth the drive, man. So groovy. Mater, this is your masterpiece, man.
Right, so after about a half an hour wait due to a technical delay, we've been on the Cars Route 66 road trip, and it's as I thought it was. It's
disappointment.
It's not a great ride, but it's okay. I wouldn't want to wait any longer than that.
It's
while
so
we waited.
short now. It's
It is so
like
short.
A tour, and it's just so short and pointless scenes that don't match up with
It's been made well for Disney, but you can tell it's on a budget even for Disney. Like Disney like to spend money on their rides, but there's no animatronics on it other than the lorry that's in Catastrophe Canyon, and that's not really a proper animatronic. I do reckon once the other phases are done, that will be going, or it will be upgraded heavily. Anyway, we're now heading over to the Tower of Fun. We're calling it that because Lucy really doesn't want to go on the Tower of Fun.
Or if you're fans of the channel, Tara.
Tara, yeah. We'll have to get on some of the rides in Toy Story Playland later, as there are some great ones here, including RC over here, which is the Intamin half-pipe coaster. We got the parachute drop, which I wouldn't mind getting on later if we get a chance. But I'm really excited to get back on Terra.
Yeah, me too. After that disappointment.
After a couple of seasons ago, they changed the ride story, so it doesn't so much follow the original; it just follows the ghost girl around, and each lift shop has a different.
Now.
It is scarier.
Scarier.
I mean, it's funner. Don't scare Lucy. So yeah, we'll see you over by the Tower of Fun, and hopefully get a reaction of Lucy screaming her head off. So we're coming along to what will soon be the approach to the lake of this park. This is where the old Studio Tram Tour entrance was. Still boarded off, still has all the concept art for the likes of Kingdom of Arendelle and the Marvel Land. But yeah, all gone now is the Studio Tram Tour entrance, and there's not really a lot behind here other than a construction site. They've still got all the artwork up, as like I say, here is the Kingdom of Arendelle. Looks like it's going to be very good. And then they've got an overview of the whole project just along here. So if we go along, this shows the whole park. So you've got the Avengers Campus just off to the left of Tower of Terror, Star Wars Galaxy Edge, which is Phase 3, and the Kingdom of Arendelle and the lake, which is Phase 2. It doesn't take long for them to rip out the old Fast Pass booths for Tower of Terror. Obviously the structure's still here, but it's not used at all now. Be interesting to see whether they turn this into a gift shop or something soon. So it's a bit of a waste of space. So we're in the queue for the Tower of Terror. Has a little bit of a queue, probably about half an hour. They do have all the extension open, but I am mega excited to get back on this one. This is one of mine and Louise's favourites. Louise, you ain't been on this. Lucy, you've not been on this. You know, it's...
Don't make me on it. Don't let me go on it, please.
Nah, she'll love it. But yeah, one of the best drop towers out there. It doesn't even really class as a drop tower because it's in a lift. But we'll see you in the Twilight Zone. So only 15 minutes in that queue, not even that I don't think, and we're straight into the library. Oh, they're not running the pre-show. No pre-show, Lou. Obviously to aid in social distancing, no pre-show, we're going straight through to the boiler room, which does take a little bit away from the story. And we're going to be going to the boiler room to go find our rooms. Just come off of the Tower of Terror, and Lucy, how did you find that? You look
horrible. It was the worst experience of my life.
Lewis?
She told me she would do it again.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was great. I've never been on obviously one like that. I thought it was great.
Like, it is brilliant. The forces, like, it's relatively forceless, sorry. But it's just the amount of time it keeps you out of your seat. Louise, I don't need to ask you what you thought of it.
I was
screaming the whole time.
I was right in the middle at the front as well.
So yeah, I did enjoy that. We got the Ghost Girl one. Let's have a quick look at Marvel, the Avengers Campus, see if we can see anything being constructed, and then we're going to head over to the Ratatouille gift shop to pick up our plates and the resin that you want. So along the entrance, there's new paving all the way along here, and then that's where the old paving is. So it used to be a parade route. That's why it's all set out like a movie strip. And then over here, opening in 2022, is the Avengers Campus, which they've gone miles with this.
You just said the Avengers Campus, not the Avengers Campus.
What did I say?
Avengers.
I meant the Avengers Campus. They've actually gone a long way with the construction on this. You can actually see on the side of the Spider-Man ride, they've actually got some of the facade going up now. And if you stand a bit further back, you can actually see part of the Iron Man roller coaster facade. If I just put the camera in the air, you can just about make that out over there. That's going to be an LED screen that pulses. But yeah, I'll be excited to come back here next year to get on these rides. Over to the left of Avengers Campus, we got the brand new Studio D, which is where the Dream Factory show, Disney Junior, is. We'll have to watch that at some point. Not today, but we'll definitely have to go there at some point. Like I said, we've got 2 more days after today. I probably won't be vlogging tomorrow, but I'll aim to vlog Friday. So myself and Louise have been in the spending spree. We're moving out. So I've got 6 Ratatouille plates, which cost
like actually bought a flat. Like yeah, we'll move out one day.
$9.99 per plate. Obviously got a 10% annual pass discount, so they actually got them out the back and stuck them in the boxes for me, which is pretty good. But we're going to sneak a little ride on Ratatouille, as it looks like it's not far off a walk on. Actually, it might be queuing from here, but that's only going to be 10 minutes. Yeah. So sorry, Lewis. Because we said we'd meet you on Main Street, but we're not going to turn down Ratatouille, are we? An excellent ride on Ratatouille there. You can't go wrong when it's got a 5-minute queue, can you?
Another go?
No. The park closes in 5 minutes now. We're going to hop over to the main park where Lucy and Lewis are. They should be on Main Street. And then we'll probably get another ride or 2 in. Of course, we're only going to be able to do the more gentler rides, considering...
I think we should do the Fantasyland rides, because they're quite gentle.
Yeah, fair enough. I would like to go on Pirates of the Caribbean again today. Obviously, we are back here for the next 2 days. Like I say, I'm not sure as to whether I'm going to vlog tomorrow or Friday, but I will definitely do one more vlog. But yeah, let's hop over to the other park and just get some more Disney magic. So we've made our way back into the main park, Disneyland. And what the hell is this? There's a ghost playing ruckus. Anyway, we are going down Main Street against the flow to meet up with Lewis and Lucy. Apparently they're just on the other side of the castle. But yeah, I've had a good day so far. How's your day going? Obviously at Disney you're going to have a good day. Majority of people are starting to go down as we're in the last hour of operations. Really hoping they take that next level of scaffolding off the castle in the next couple of days. As like I say, they had a facade on it, as you can see from the bottom. So hopefully they'll get rid of it and we can see even more of the castle. We're going to be going straight through the castle in a minute, so you'll be able to see it in more detail. Right, so in the central plaza they've got all their Halloween colours up and the stages are adorned with Halloween flowers. If you get a bit closer to the castle you can really see the detail on it. Like, they have done a good job with this. I can't wait to see it fully unveiled. Get a bit closer and have a zoom in. We've got more theming down by the base of the castle. Sadly the Dragon's Lair is closed at the moment. Yeah, if we just have a look up at the castle, look at some of the details. These spires have all been redone and they're just absolutely popping. Look at that. It is a gorgeous castle. I haven't seen all of them in person, but I'm going to say it, this one is the best. It just looks amazing. As you enter the castle, yes, you can still go inside. They have got work being done to the upper levels, but you can still visit Merlin's shop and the all-year Christmas shop, which we'll be visiting tomorrow. And then we're going through to Fantasyland. And then when we come out of the back of the castle, they have the facade around here, which is much bigger still. Like, really, we are close up to this still. There's still a lot of work going around the back. And we're just going to meet up with Lewis, who says he's run by Pinocchio. Plenty of work going on in Fantasyland. Looks like this whole shop area is closed off at the moment, next to the Lancelot Carousel. But as we pull away from the castle, you can see how much more work is being done at the back. It's just one massive panel, to be honest. Be interesting to see what it looks like when it's done. So we've met up again with Lewis and Lucy. Lewis, what have you been up to, mate?
We had a donut.
Any good?
It was okay. It was
from the bakehouse.
It was
Belgian chocolate-filled donut.
Tomorrow.
It was about €3.80 before discount.
That's not bad.
It was good.
We were googling snacks of like what's good.
Casual.
Yeah.
And apparently there's a garlic bread that's to die for.
Oh, we got to find that.
Yeah.
It's available in the pizzerias. There's two.
So
But one more.
tomorrow we're trying this garlic bread.
Fair enough. We might have to try that. Anyway, we're heading into Adventureland now to get a ride on our favourite dark ride in the main park, Pirates of the Caribbean. I won't bore you with the same on-ride POV as earlier, so we'll see you when we get off. Right guys, so that is the last ride of the day, Pirates of the Caribbean. It's now just coming up to 7 o'clock and that's the park closing. We're going to be going out to get dinner now, however I'm going to end the vlog now so I can have my dinner in peace, and we'll be back for day 2 vlog, which will either be tomorrow or Friday. So we'll see you all on Friday. Woo! See you later.
Bye.